Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Gray's Dynamics. Your fearless host, Ray here, bringing another review. Before we get to anything, this review is my opinion on what I believe is right in sim racing. It means nothing in the world of anything, but hey, you guys look to me for some insight. Hopefully I can bring you some on some really cool products. Before we get to the review, thank you, Balas Picorni, for sending this over. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for the support of my channel. Thank you for supporting my followers. You guys know you can get 5% off at Picorni Engineering by using Gray's 5. I get no kickback. It's not an affiliate link. It's something just to benefit you. And trust me, I use it myself all the time. I order a lot of stuff. In fact, I'm building a wheel coming up soon for my guy, the Gray Bearded Gamer. So check it out. With that being said, my opinions are my own. So, thank you to my sponsor, Matt at Simulation RS. Always a good guy, always does great by me. If you're looking for 3D printed anything, reach out, Simulation RS. His name is Matt, and he'll hook you up. So, here is the LMPH wheel from Picorni Engineering. This is basically a replica of the actual thing that you get in the car. Now, granted, it's significantly cheaper than the real thing. It's got the dome buttons, the funky knob in the center. It's got 4 encoders here, 2 thumb encoders. It's got back buttons, clutches, shifters, pretty much every input that you would need to sim race. And again, a really nice wheel. But let's get to the actual review and tell you what I think. Alright, so the wheel itself is 300mm from end to end with really nice soft silicone grips in between your hands. It's got 12 backlit dome buttons that feel really good, but they are backlit and not SimHub compatible. You get 4 rotary encoders with LEDs behind them. Those are SimHub compatible and you can add some really cool animations and effects. You get 2 thumb encoders. They're large, they're aluminum, they look really cool. They're a little bit recessed, so be mindful. And you get 1 funky knob on the front that allows you to navigate menus, make selections, navigate your black box, and so forth. On the back of the wheel, you get some essentials. You get 2 buttons on the back that I think are really nice. They add additional inputs. You get obviously a set of shifters. They have a really short throw, nice and clicky, and a nice pull to them. You also get a set of clutches that are absolutely necessary on most wheels and any wheel in 2025. They feel decent underhand, not as hard of a pull, but you can map them to also use as analog to map them to do other functions as well. Alright, so what it's like to drive. First and foremost, 300mm is the absolute max I'd want on a wheel, and it feels really good in hand. Again, as you can see on the computer screen behind it, this is very similar mimic of the actual LMP2 car or any LMP hybrid car. The great thing about the wheel is, again, it feels really good in hand. I have medium-sized hands, the grips were chunky enough for me, and they were soft under hand. The shifters felt really good. They were the perfect distance away. They're not adjustable, but they have a nice click to them and a nice strong magnet pull. The domed buttons on front I wish could be mapped via SimHub, but they are domed buttons and they do feel good under hand, so there's really no crazy problems with them at all. The 4 encoders that you see on the front are mappable in SimHub, and they do allow you to make different animations and functions and features along the way. You get the 1 funky knob on the front of the wheel. I know many of you may have wanted and complained about having 2, but again, being that this is more of a replica wheel, then having the 1 to me is perfect, because it means that you still get to navigate menus and black boxes, so this way you can make those different changes while you're heading into the pits, or maybe you need to see something along the relatives and sort. On the back of the wheel, you get the 2 additional inputs at the top, which are the 2 push buttons. You can feel when you activate them, so that's really cool. They have a nice good click to it. Then you get the 5-inch screen, which makes it really visible, as you can see on the screen now. You get the flag indicators with the 3 on either side, and you get the LED lights for telemetry and rev lights at the top. So overall, it's a really good wheel. It does cost a pretty penny, so we won't deny that. But let's get to our conclusion, tell you what I think, and wrap this up. Should you get it? Should you not? I'd say if you're like me, you buy it, you add it to your wheel collection, end of discussion. But there are some things you want to be considerate of when you buy it. 1, no touchscreen. This is a glass. So if you want something that has a touchscreen, although it is a touchscreen underneath, it has a glass cover on it so you can't touch the screen. These dome buttons feel absolutely great, but they do not support SimHub. They're just backlit domed buttons. So there's a light that shines through it, as you saw, but they're just domed buttons. These do support SimHub, so you're good there. You have shifters on the back, clutches. The clutches could be better. They're quite loose. Now for me, I want tension. Tension helps me modulate like anything, whether it's a load cell or your throttle. Adding some tension to this would make this better. I wish this had more tension because the master I really don't care about because I'm just releasing that quickly. But again, depending on what side you use as the master, there's no tension to any of these. So that to me is kind of a mess. Probably something you can swap out. But again, I wish there was some tension here. Shifters feel good. Back buttons feel good. Thumb encoders actually feel good. They're nice and large. You will have to use it from the back. If you look at the front, they are quite recessed in there. So you'll see there's quite a bit of space. So you're gonna have to be careful of that. I think they're really meant to kind of use from the back like this. And when I was shifting, I was using it like that. So again, just be mindful of that. Overall, feels really good. The grips, again, just the way I like it. I believe these are 60 short A. They feel really good in hand. But again, if you have large or extra large hands, I guess it varies. It is open on the bottom here, so I don't notice any flex or bending. And come on with that test. Can we stop it? Seriously, who's doing this to their wheel? Can we stop that test? It doesn't mean anything. But that's just me. I have 3D printed wheels. It's not going to be a problem. With that being said, everything is well within reach. Everything works. You have plenty of inputs. The only thing you might also want to consider is you get one funky knob as opposed to two. So if you only need one and you don't mind removing your hand to use it, then you're fine. If it's something that bothers you, then you might want to consider something else. But there are $2,500, $2,800 wheels that don't have a funky knob at all. So you get one here, and I think that's perfectly fine. So again, for $1,400, well built, well put together, nothing short of what I expect from Picorni. I would definitely add it to your short list. I want the wheel, I want to keep the wheel. I can't, I gotta send it back to him. Maybe if I do enough work for him, he'll send me one for free one day. No, just a joke. No, I'm serious. But no, I do like the wheel a lot and I would love to add it. So consider it, add it to your short list. I think it'll be worth it. With that being said, as we sit here with our boombox, if you like my channel, if you support me, if you think this is cool, if you think I bring insight, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on so you see what's coming. As always, thank you for being a valued member of Grace Dynamics. Hopefully this review helped you out, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.